Oh, guess I'm live. Forgot to hit the live button. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a post follow through day economy. We have our follow through day, guys, so guess what? The world's great again. This is what Trump meant. All right, so yeah, we do have a follow through day. Oh, yeah, Tesla had, I guess, earnings or something. I don't know. I didn't think there was anything like that, but they had better than expected deliveries, and they're popping 11%, but still within ranges of recent, so not a huge issue. I don't think either way, to be honest with you. So yeah, the market did have a follow-through day yesterday, right here. Seems like a minor one. We talked about the better markets having follow-through days that are surrounded by stocks that are popping. I can't for certain say that we have that. I mean, oil's still depressed. So we do have a follow-through day. Yesterday was a follow-through day, but can't say I'm super excited about it. Morning, Ellie. Morning, Rob. If I didn't say that already. Just waking up here. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Looking for something to be excited about. And THRM Boeing. Boeing's still pretty far down there, 125 after being up near 200. On the weekly chart, falling significantly here again. We talked about sideways action. We are not getting that. Not, well, I guess in the markets we're getting that, but not in other names. Let's go check out our stocks on this watch list. Am I live? Am I streaming and stuff? Looks like it. Okay. All right, Tesla down, Zoom down. Wow, another 10%? Man, everyone's wanting the biggest smoking deal of their fucking lifetimes. Oh, Zoom's been getting hacked. Yeah, that's, I don't want to say old, but I think that's been going on for a while. What do we have? Oxy was down some number that is no longer on the screen. What is going on here, guys? What are you doing on my computer? Are you guys hacking me and I don't know it? Am I using Zoom? CPU at 100. Why are you at 100? I guess I'm encoding that much while streaming? That makes no sense. Just laggy as all get out. Alright, work up a little bit. What? Tesla. What is going? Why is this red with a change of plus 12%? What is going on? Did you see that? Look at that. That's horrible. Horrible. Yeah, I just did it, Justin. You and I are thinking the same thing. I just, I'm just done with fighting fucking technology. Seriously. And here I want to do a dual boot with Ubuntu and Windows again. Ugh. I just want shit to work. That's why people use a fucking iPhone. Had a Samsung for the longest time, and then I tried like doing stuff to it, and then it just wouldn't work. And then I just wanted it to work, so I just went to an iPhone, and I like it because it fucking works most of the time. Oh, I can't wait for my desktop. I'm seriously not enjoying my mornings anymore working on this fucking laptop. At all. Not enjoying. Okay, you know what? Here, check this out. This is just gonna be fun. End Chrome. Now watch everything drop substantially. There you go. Not sure Firefox would be. Oh, I guess that's where you guys are. You guys live there too. I just killed you. Let's use wonderful Edge browser. Let's try the Edge browser. Screw it. Who cares? Market's fine. We're in a confirmed uptrend. There's nothing wrong. I just have to sign in now. Will Elon be the world's first trillionaire? Probably not. That is way too much effing money. This thing's still stupid laggy. Oh no. Come on. Alright, market flat. I'm just about to stop the stream right now. I'm not a happy camper right now at all. Just not. I'm just freaking annoyed. I'm just super annoyed right now. Yeah, a lot of sign and drop. I got a lot of things I'd like to do that I don't do. Should only be 3 up there. There's quite a few though. All right, so market after yesterday was a follow through day. Pays Tesla up here topping. Let's go check out Apple. How's Apple doing? Still pretty far down. You know what? I want to try something. Actually, I want to try that real quick. And then I want to try this. So I got this fucking GPU. It doesn't do anything. Right here. Does nothing. Lucky it's at 11%. And it's not even on here. Short Tesla? You're shorting Tesla, Ellie? No. I'm just really annoyed. I really feel like there's zero reason I should be this frickin' laggy. Morning, Aram. Market's acting fairly sedentary today. My computer's a lot nicer since I closed Chrome, that's for damn sure. Well, I had a streamer built PC. It's broken. I'm struggling on this piece of crap. It's actually a decent laptop, but I guess I'm overtaxing it somehow. Doesn't seem like I'm doing that much. I mean, I guess OBS is doing a bunch, but you can see that. I mean, it's not that much. It's not even. It's only using 4% of my resources. It's not using my GPU. I guess using 15% of my GPU, but that shouldn't tax it what it's as much as it's lagging. That's for water. Rice is for water. Ugh. Yeah, TQ. So yeah, we did have a follow through day yesterday. So yeah, I don't think adding TQQ down here is necessarily a bad thing to do. That being said, we did have a follow through day, and I would like to go to investors.com. Rice is for people. Yes, rice is for people. That's true. I still would say level in terms of the TQQQ. I think that would be my. That'd be my. Oh, that's as far as you're gonna go in, huh? I see what you're doing. You want all my screen, don't you? There we go. That's better. GE, huh? Alright, hopefully you did some research on it. You know what's going on with it. I'm not super mad about it. Probably a longer term hold, I would assume. I'm not sure about the short on Tesla. I mean, I guess, but this is a longer term play for me. I'm not personally, I wouldn't be playing this for any shorter term gains. Well, except for the parabolic run that I got myself involved in. That just kind of played into itself. Etsy 7%. I don't know why I still can't get anything shipped in a reasonable amount of time. Not quite sure when that's going to stop. I'm just pessimistic this morning. This computer debacle's put me in a bad mood. But it's running much better. Oh, really, Justin? Star Wars Battle Pod. You got any cheats? If I'm going to go spend $7 to play it for 3 minutes, may as well get a couple of cheat codes in there. I should wonder what... I can't open a new... I'm just going to use Edge. Edge is my new preferred browser because it doesn't load half the universe onto my computer. Dave and Buster's talk rallies on earnings beat, coronavirus cost cuts, furloughs all of its more than 15,000 hourly employees. Holy bejesus. That's a lot of people. Closed all 137 stores. Has 15,000 hourly employees. That's crazy. Reduced by half. We're reducing our salaries by half and cutting everyone's 100%. We are a benevolent board. And the directors has been suspended cash compensation for the rest of the year. So they're closed, so I can't do that, Justin. And you still haven't given me any cheat codes, so. Stock slip as oil surges. Oops. How's oil surging? 7%. Oh, that buy at 22 would have been great. Remember that? Back in the day when we were at 22 2 days ago? Uh-oh. It doesn't like FintViz. Oh my gosh, ads. Ah! Okay, bye FintViz. $701,000 jobs lost in March, but the reality is far worse. The 60-40 portfolio worked to save this much from the crash. What's a 60-40 portfolio? I'm not familiar with that one. Who would own bonds? 40% bond cut your losses, but what's your gains over the past freaking 10 years? You have a chart of that? See, this is just 1 year. That's not a true picture of anything. I don't believe that. 60% in S&P, 40% in bonds is only down 12.6% this year. But it's only been up 12.6% for the past 10 years. Yeah, we're not doing that anyway, so I don't care. Okay, so we did get our follow-through day yesterday. I think the jobs thing is interesting. Economists widely expect the deepest recession, says demobilization for the World War II, despite aggressive policies to limit its damage. 4.4% before the shutdown. Thanks, Justin. They're going to be very confused when I do that wonderful cheat code. Games are probably too big to have cheat codes anymore, huh? Tax revenue dives. Oh. Through February, federal taxes withheld from workers' paychecks were growing more than 6% from a year ago as coronavirus shutdowns growth slowed to roughly 4%. Taxes were down 0.5% from a week ago. Okay. It's actually a pretty cool experiment about shutting stuff down, although it's actually happening. It's not really an experiment. Hold on a second. Aha. Made that tissue in the basket. Outlook is now getting brighter in China. Beijing said it will lift the lockdown of Wuhan once the epicenter of the coronavirus on April 8th. City residents have been prevented from leaving since January 23rd. Looks like just over a 3-month shutdown. We've been shut down for what? A couple of weeks now, so we got maybe a few more weeks to go. UBS says consumption in China has recovered to about 85% of normal, up from 60 weeks earlier. Traffic congestion is down 36%. Okay, so that's interesting. Self-employed will qualify, independent contractors. Okay, so Fed blasts out QE amid coronavirus stock market crash. Yes, they are. Okay, all right, that's interesting. Did you just call national lockdown a pretty good experiment? Yes, I did. I did call it a pretty good experiment. Yeah, well, we used to have all these movies and stuff about, oh, what does a pandemic look like? Well, now we know what a pandemic looks like. They still call America the Great Experiment, so experiment doesn't necessarily mean mean good or bad. In case no one read up on it, the CEO of Elkay was caught forging $318 million in transactions, as well as expenses and other junk. Wow. Contagion is the best pandemic movie. They're all pretty good. I liked Outbreak, man. That was really the first one to I'm 40, so I'm kind of old now. And Outbreak, that was really the first movie to really say, holy crap, ish is going to get real. That's back when science was starting to become like real science and movies were starting to put stuff together in a good way. Dude, me too, Ellie. I was driving around. It was nice. There's like I went to In-N-Out Burger. There was a line throughout In-N-Out Burger, but surround the parking lot was empty. It was beautiful. I'm like, yeah, let's keep the outbreak going. let's let's keep it up. This is nice. Don't go in the forest. You know that starting out in that movie too. You're like, don't do it, don't do it. If you don't do it, I can leave here right now and we can just end the movie. We can end the movie right here. Everybody walks away. Oh nope, she went. Okay, all right, there we go, and we're off. So Pays leading our leaderboard, I should say, up 22%. Not sure what's going on with Pays, but being supported at $4 was at 18, coming back down to its prior base in 2018. So that could be whatever the hell Pays even is. I don't even know what Pays is. You know what? Since I'm using Edge, I should use Bing today. Everyone, let's use Bing today. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, it's snappier than Google. PaySign. Oh, this is payments. Yeah. That's what PaySign is. Under construction. Partner Virtual Dust. We're hard at work with a new website. Elevate your online experience. Oh, thank you for elevating my experience, PaySign. Oh, this is horrible. I don't even like that. Is Digital Dust. Just put your old website up there and call it a day. Vertically integrated provider of well, that's hard to highlight stuff like that. Vertically integrated provider of innovative prepaid card programs, processing for corporate, consumer, government applications through its PaySign brand. So a payment processor as well as card issuer. Interesting. I wonder why they're down so much. That is an insane amount of failure from 18 to 5. That seems very aggressive. So they did have earnings, it looks like. Earnings conference call. Yeah, doesn't it? Looks pretty bad. What do you mean? What bad news, Aram? I feel like I've walked away from whatever you're referring to already. Paycom's in it. This is a interesting potential opportunity. I'm not sure I want to jump on board yet, but oh, you mean actual iceberg? No, I think here they're just saying that they're more important than their employees that you actually confer with. I thought an iceberg was, I don't know, something like this or something, but yeah, this is horrible. Oh, it is Friday, isn't it? Yay! I should be getting some computer stuff, and some other computer stuff should come next week. They're trying to cut costs. It's a recession, Ellie. It's a recession. You have to cut the costs, so you just hire someone on. Yeah, just a cheap intern. Better Off Ted's a really funny corporate comedy show. Around, buddy, I'm still not sure what you're talking about. And it depends on your positions and how long you're going to hold them for. So if it is the weekend you're scared about, I think it depends on your positions. I mean, you made this GE trade, so I would assume that that's a longer term trade for you. So a weekend shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I think a lot of the things are known about the virus at this stage of the game. It just has to play out as everyone expects and will likely be okay. I mean, we know the trajectory, we know the numbers, we're just waiting for it to happen. Or play. Did you get some play? Um, yeah, I mean, again, if it's kind of a swing trade until we get back up towards the highs and we get into recovery, I think we're fine. I mean, follow through day adds a little bit of confidence to the market rally, considering that we actually got a follow through day, which yesterday was a follow through day. Excuse me. Like I said at the start of the show, I'm not massively convinced it's going to be our only follow through day, just considering everything that's happening. Um, Investors could get spooked. We could have worse than expected results out of something. China reopening, apparently. We'll see if that actually happens. I think they said, did they say April 8th? I think it was. So yeah, I'm not mad at holding over a weekend if you're looking at longer term bags. If you got TQQQ, I think you're okay. Um, Now look, if some crazy news happens over the weekend, I don't know what would tank the markets. It's already down 25%. I'm not sure what would do that. A stop on, yeah, that's good. Well, stop. One thing a stop doesn't help you from is gaps, unfortunately. So we were down 32% on the Nasdaq futures. We're down 22% right now. um, so we've recovered a little bit. It's it's an interesting situation because it's good for a dead cat bounce. It's also even good for a recovery. Could go either way. It's going to take probably another week or so before we know. Usually, if things start selling off, they do relatively soon. It usually doesn't like stay up and up and up and up and up and then fall. Most sell-offs in the market are more of a panic situation. So, I think we're okay. Again, just going with okay. I can't say we're back at it again. I can't say complete bull market, but again, we do have a follow through day, so that's a good sign. If you got longer term positions, like I'm not selling Tesla, not selling Tesla today. TQs, not selling my TQs. I'm not selling my X whatever it was, like XVIC or something like that. VXIC. I don't know, whatever the hell one it is. I'm not selling that one. So I think you just take each position, and then just realize the market is we know the information right now. I don't think there's anything too new that's going to come out tomorrow. I can't think of anything other than the virus mutating, which would be another black swan event. All right. Sorry, I had to blow my nose again. Let's see if I can make it in the trash can. Nope, I didn't make it that time. Hold on a second. I got to get it. Ugh. All right. Ugh. Want my new office setup. It's going to be a paradigm shift. You know, tempted by SQ long term, I think it could be a good bet. Yeah, I failed the 3-point shot. My quarantine lessons with Stephen Curry aren't paying out too well. Let's look at. I'd rather look at PayPal. PayPal is more of a leader than Square. So if you're looking to get in the payments point or into the payment space, I actually don't mind Pays. Pays is down so much. But I would probably do Pays or PayPal. PayPal did double top recently, which obviously isn't a great sign, but with the pandemic and everything. But it was able to get up. Square never did quite get back to its all-time high. Never did get there. So PayPal is going to be a leader more than Square is going to be. Had good earnings right before. All right, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. If you can buy depressed assets, I'd probably rather buy the leader as the depressed asset. My personal opinion there. We talked about Restoration Hardware, and how all the Scottsdale people love it. It's not getting a bailout or anything, but let's see what they're doing in terms of COVID. See what they say. Ooh. Gary Friedman. Apparently that's Gary Friedman. He does his CEO work with tracing paper. Okay, so the galleries are closed. Close remaining physical locations from March 18th through April 3rd, which is today. So we'll see if they're going to keep closing those. Are they going to pay their people through the closing period? Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. So I wonder if they can still ship stuff. I don't think I didn't read the whole thing, but ski house. Modern. What? I gotta look at this dude's face the whole time? Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't realize it was the whole damn page. That's pretty dope. This dude's face everywhere? Oh, it's a different dude. Cool. All right, so yeah, Restoration Hardware pretty beaten down. Their stores are closed and stuff, but I mean, in time, and they've been a big leader lately. I can't imagine that. So this is probably one of the better beaten down retailers if you're looking for a retail name. It's going from 24, so it's 10x'd in 3 years, and you're getting over 50% discount on it. So I think that's probably one of the. It's not really a hidden gem, but I think it's probably a good one for a good percentage return. You got about 256. If it goes to highs again, you're looking at 177. So it's basically sitting at all-time highs before this happened. It was trying to break out, keep on keeping on, and yeah, almost 200% of those highs. That's pretty amazing. So let's say go back to 250 by the end of the year. So you got 100, so that would be 150. So that's almost 500% for a January 95 call, because it's at $25, for easy math. Oh, at 100 right here. Yeah, $25. So you're looking at 250. So looking at $150. That's 500%. That's actually not bad. Darn it, I'm going to have to get... Actually, no, I wonder if I can use it on Edge. StockShed. What's it... What's the URL, Ellie? Do you remember? StockShed.Heroku. I don't think that's right. I want to open up Chrome. Make my computer go freaking crazy again. See, it's been manageable since I closed Chrome, and the heat's gone down. I wonder if I'm using... still not using damn NVIDIA for nothing. Part of the problem here, I know, a little technical for you guys that don't stream or anything, but if you do decide to stream, OBS has to run on the same video processor as whatever you're streaming, so I can't split activity between these two. What if I can open an incognito session? No, that won't give me what I want. Mining while streaming. Well, at least I can make some money that way. Yeah, I don't think that's very viable anymore, to be honest with you. Wow. All right, I'll have to reopen Chrome. Oh, there's a shortcuts. $200K Page coin. Oh, Pigeon coin. What the hell's Pigeon coin? Doesn't even sound like it's very anything. Schumer, Paul over Trump letter? What letter? Did I miss some letter? Trump released the letter to Schumer after New York senator sent his own letter asking the president to name a military official as a czar to oversee. Ah. Thank you, sir. Alright, doesn't like it. May have to open Chrome back up. Yeah, so pay's not bad down here. I'm gonna have to take a flyer at that. Alright, I'm gonna open up the Chrome. All right, so we're at 28, 20. We're at 20 and 60. Let's just say 20 and 60. Let's do it. Oh, you know what? I bet I don't. All right. My 20 is now at 90. Oh, back down. Memory's pretty high though. Yeah, Docu? Yeah, we can check Docu. That is a ROM, okay. Yeah, so that had a kind of a breakout, but a pretty big failure on the breakout day. Yeah, so it's back in choppy territory here, ROM. I don't know. All these stocks that are supposedly the digital stocks that should be running aren't. So I don't really have a lot of faith in any of them, nor am I really playing in these names. I'd just rather look at the general TQQQs till this mess is over. I don't have a lot of faith. I mean, the breakout obviously failed before it quite started. It rallied and failed immediately, so that's a negative sign. An elevated selling volume after the peak there, so yeah, I don't really like that. I'm not sure if you have a position or not. The breakout point, you're down 8.87%, which means you probably should have been out anyways with an 8% max stop loss rule, so not looking, yeah, not super happy about that. But even if you look at Zoom, I mean, Zoom, you would think would be the leader of this market, doubling in price, and I mean, it's done okay. I guess it has almost doubled in price, but it's come down significantly the past couple of days. It looks like it's actually come down to a potential support point right there. Yeah, so I don't know. Well, Zoom, yeah, there have been rumors out there for a while about that. But yeah, I can't tell you why Docu's falling. Maybe in concert with Zoom, so maybe it's a value. It's hard to say, but it's too all over the place to try to get involved, in my opinion. Where's... There we go. Oh, that was the difference. That was the difference. All right, so let's look at this Restoration Hardware trade. I think it's an interesting one. I definitely... I can't say it's bottom because it hasn't bounced that far, likely because it hasn't had any kind of a bailout. And we don't know how long it's going to stay down here. I mean, I'll probably likely watch this, but I think there is an opportunity here. Maybe I'll take an ultra small position size. And we were talking about getting back. Let's just say 200 to keep things a little more realistic. To go out to January of next year, we're going to have some pretty sick gains, brah. What those gains look like, brah? Some pretty sick gains, brah. 352. That's hilarious. Amazon not paying people who are sick. I think it might backfire. The virus will spread rapidly in the warehouses. They might have to shut down in a couple of weeks. That'd be interesting. Amazon not paying people who are sick. I think they've run the numbers and figured out they probably can't do that. I hope they're not that douchebaggy just to say we're not doing it. Hopefully they at least thought about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's an interesting one, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Obviously, they're not going to release all the information along with that decision, but hopefully some. So 145.50 is the break-even point. Well, that's fairly manageable. over the course of the next, what was that, 8 months? Does it matter that it fell with the market over the past 4 days? Amazon? I don't know. Well, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, those are the 4 large components to the markets. So there should be a form of correlation. Oh, Docu? Yeah, I don't like that part of it. And I think it does matter, personally. Now, a quick retreat like that usually leads to some kind of a bounce, so it could be a shorter term trading opportunity. Like you see here, we had a bounce, we dropped here, that one didn't bounce, then we dropped again, then we had a bounce. So, I mean, it could lead to a shorter term 5 or 6% gain, but past that I'm not super into it. Bezos needs the money for the orbital city for the rich. And that's going to take a lot of money, so I don't blame him. Well, he can have his sick workers build the orbital city for the rich. Elysium. Yeah. Let's build Elysium and call it Elysium. Why not? Call Elysium. Is Chappie the robot? Is that Chappie? Is that what that's about? Build a robot named Chappie and a city called Elysium and just don't even hide it. It's like, yeah, it's for rich people. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. You ain't doing nothing. All right, so I think Restoration Hardware is in a bad spot. Let's check out the next year. 169%. That's not even horrible. You get 180%, 186% close to the money at 100. That's not too bad. You can get 180 at 85, 179, 178. That's probably a pretty good one right there. If you got $3,000 you want to tie up for a few years. I think it's going to happen. I don't think there's a doubt. In all honesty, it may take 150, 200 years, but a few things they got to solve. Hold on a second. We'll lean into this. Let's see what we need to do, and then we can put a pitch deck together. All right, let's do another one. Had to blow my nose again, so let's see if I can make it. Oh, no. I didn't make it. I'm just going to let that one sit there. Yes, I do trade options, Aram. This is actually a tool that Ellie was nice enough to build for me to because I was doing my options on a massive spreadsheet, and it was just becoming untenable. I had so many tabs open on the spreadsheet. I had one tab for each potential stock. And now we have this lovely little online application. But yeah, I do trade options. Anyone know if the rich has evacuated their bunkers in New Zealand? They're probably stockpiling their bunkers in New Zealand. So anyway, in order to get Elysium off the ground, I do think we're going to have to solve space mining and space manufacturing and gravity simulation and growing plants in space and getting food to space. So a few things to solve before we can have Elysium. If you solve space mining, you have space manufacturing. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about space manufacturing. I think there's some more stuff to do. Starship could do the heavy lifting. We probably would partner with Elon Musk. I'm sure Bezos would probably have a role to play too. Options are much more risky than stocks, Aram. If you have no experience at all in options, I highly recommend not trading options. Yeah, if you do, only start with one contract and don't trade a large position size because there's going to be yeah, Ellie's right. Option is the fastest way to lose money. That is a definite. You could take an option, buy it, and then sell it immediately, and then lose 50% of your money. So yeah, so I definitely, it is not for the faint of heart or the inexperienced or the risk, um, or the risk averse. It is for people that loosely know what they're doing and have very good risk management strategies. And I'm still working on mine. Yeah, completely agree. Okay, so market looks like it's heading the other direction now. Now down 0.75%. We were flat for a minute. I will say this: we have had a follow-through day yesterday. So if you do get a distribution day really close to a follow-through day, usually within 3 days, the rally's likely to fail. Likely to fail. So look for distribution days. And I would argue that just as we have had, where's my? Oh, there we go. Just as we have had. Okay, I completely drew a blank on what I was going to say, so never mind. But I was going to talk about the distribution day. Let's see what our follow-through day yesterday looked like. On the NASDAQ, it was non-existent, actually. And on the it looks like we had a follow-through day on the S&P 500. Yeah, we did. So there's your follow-through day for the S&P 500. So we could, yeah, anything can go. And it is a Friday, Justin, that's right. So... yeah, be here before the bell. Be here 10 minutes before the bell to see if you want to hold your positions. Again, if you've got more risky positions, it's going to be up to you if you want to hold into the weekend. At this stage of the game, you know, a couple days into this decline here, after our bounce, I won't say it's looking super bullish. You know, I think Casey's probably still holding his 170 S&P put. And so we'll see if he's gonna do pretty good. But let's do this. Let's look at trading views where I think most of the problems came in terms of my system. So probably not gonna do that right now. Actually, didn't go up too bad from Chrome. Must just be trading view, which is a resource hog. Yeah, don't let them push you towards the options. If they're actually pushing towards options, that's actually one of their few ways to make money on fees. They still charge fees for options per contract, which is 50 or 75 cents or something like that. So that may be a reason why they're doing that. Yeah, always be scared if someone's pushing something in your face. It means they're making money on it, and you're likely not the winner in that transaction. Now, yeah, there are certain times where I think options are really advantageous. And if I see something that has a good potential, I will kind of mention it with. And anytime I talk about options, if I don't yell up, Ellie at least yells up, or someone else yells up that they're really risky. So, yeah, I'm not trying to get anyone into any crazy positions by a long shot. But I see opportunities, and I've got an option strategy that I work for longer term turnaround plays. And so I'm always exploring those. And I will say I probably look at 100 options before I buy 2. So maybe it's a 50 to 1, you know, options look at, options buy type of a you know, number. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here. It's a little bit early today for me to get out of here, but I think I'm going to bounce. Yeah, see, don't mind pays down here either. I think some of these are beaten down. These are going to be really good buys on a lot of these names that were prior leaders. They're going to come back. I don't think we're going to see a paradigm shift. At least I don't hope so. If we're back into business by the end of April, early May. But we saw China was closed for about 3 months, so we could be closed into the summertime, and that could be interesting to say the least. So we'll see what happens. But you know, I think you look at a company like Pays and like Restoration Hardware. I think those are 2 good longer-term opportunities. And you know, a lot of volatility is still ahead likely in those names because they're not big enough to get bailouts. But I think, you know, beaten down so much, these are quality businesses that are, doing good things. Both need new website designers, but actually RH's isn't that bad. All right, guys, well, I'm going to get out of here. Stay safe today. It is Friday. Market's down 1% right now, so we'll see how that goes. We have had a big bounce already now. We're starting this downtrend as we've been discussing since breaking that trend line. There's even another one that we broke earlier, obviously, as you guys have seen. So, yeah, do what you will. Stay defensive, I think, a little bit. Lower positions are probably good, but higher positions are probably more at risk at this stage of the game. All right, guys, well, have a good weekend. I'll see the rest of you guys in the Power Hour in a little bit. All right, goodbye.